So, hello, lovelies. We're going to go for another walk. So, we'll do this walk and talk. This is the other part of my house. And that's my Prius that doesn't drive. That's the side of the house. I showed you the front part. It's kind of an L shape. But, yeah, we're going to walk over to Rusty's and let the pups out. That's what I look like with no bangs. Anyway, oh, there are. Scruff! Sorry about this. Scruffy, come. All right. The man that lives here already grabbed the mail. Scruffy's not supposed to be running in front of me. Sorry about that. And here's the other part of the house. That's the barn. That's the front part. And, yeah, walk and talk. What should we talk about? Have any ideas? Send them through me, through telepathicness. I just made another word for my dictionary. Snow's almost gone. There's some. But it is actually 60 degrees out. I've got a sweatshirt on, but because only the wind's a little chilly. And in this walk, already I'm out of breath. In this walk, there's a lot of shade. So I'm not in the direct sunlight. So it gets a little chilly. Plus, I don't have much meat on my bones. So I get cold easily. And actually, let's talk about that. I brought up briefly in another video about eating disorders. And I have had an eating disorder, and many people do. So I'm not special, trust me, far from it. But mine would be diagnosed as anorexia. Okay, so it started pretty much my whole life. So it's not all necessarily a Hold on a second. Scruff, come over here, hon. Come here. Scruffy, no. Good. Be a good girl. Walk with mommy. Come on. Scruff. Yeah, she's supposed to walk right alongside me. Scruffy, you're not listening. Let me put you on pause and get her next to me. Okay, just had to get her. Can you see her? I hope you can see her. Yeah, she's supposed to walk alongside me. The other one wanders off. Where was I? Okay, anorexia. There's psychological aspects of anorexia. I won't get into all of it, but a lot of it has to do with the feeling of not having control over things in your life. And your eating is one way, something you can control, because you control what you put in your mouth and chew and swallow. So that's kind of the psychological stuff about it. Mine is not so much of that, though I'm sure there is aspects of it with that, because I know that when I get frustrated or upset with somebody, I do like self-punishment, and then I'm like, oh, I'm not going to eat. Silly, irrational thoughts and behaviors, but they are what they are, and until you understand them and whatnot, you can't change it. So if you don't know about it, it just happens, and it seems like naturally forming thoughts, but they are irrational. Anyway, mine is also because it's always been, even when I was a baby on a bottle, had trouble swallowing. Yeah, butt of many jokes on that one. So where in your esophagus, right where that flap is, where you breathe, goes into your lungs and it flaps over when you swallow and it goes to your stomach. That section is extraordinarily small. And I have gone, and a lot of people get this done, where they put that rod and they stretch, thoracic surgeon will stretch that part. When I was a grown-up, just in the last probably 5 years, is the first time I ever had that done. Never before in my life. But the difficulty and the fear of swallowing, it's difficult to swallow, but it's also a fear that flap's not going to go right, and I feel like I'm going to swallow even my own saliva to where it's going to go down my windpipe. So that's pretty frightening feeling that I might swallow something and it go right into my lungs. It's pretty much a similar fear. I would equate it to if you were underwater swimming and somebody said to you, oh, relax and breathe while you're underwater. That feeling that you might feel is similar to how it feels when someone says, oh, just swallow. Because I feel like I'm going to have it go into my windpipe. So with that, eating food or drinking things, it is difficult. So I've always been underweight. When I met the man that lives in my house, I was very anorexic. And I know you've seen me in videos now. I know I'm still very thin, but I have put on a lot of weight. I'm probably, well, eating disorders, you don't say numbers, so I'm not going to tell you how much I weigh. But that's pretty much it. I'm almost at Rusty's house. Thank you so much for walking and talking. And I like this, and I might do this more often. And maybe, under the comments, if there's other topics that you think you want me to discuss or talk about or bring up or whatever, drop them down there. And then next time I walk, I'll have something that I'll know what I'm talking about at that time. Anyway, we're almost at Rusty's. I see she's got some cool mail hanging off her mailbox. And I will bring that into the house for her. And there again, me with no bangs. What do you think? Pretty cool. I'm going to stop and turn you off. Bye, lovelies.